Hello. Today's video is going to explain how to use a quote in text in your paper. So, when you are using sources from the SDSU library for your APA paper, you're going to use each source, cite each source in two different places. Number one, you will cite your source in text for the body of your paper, and number two, you'll also cite the same source for the last page of your paper. So, in-text citation. In the body of your paper, you will use an in-text citation. You introduce the source, you'll give the source information, you'll use correct punctuation, and you'll end with proper citation. Something like this sample that you see here. In the references page, which is the last page of your paper, you will list the author, date, publication, and other pertinent information. You can see here, for example, these are the page numbers actually for that particular publication. Now we're going to focus on quoting source information. So when using a quotation, you're taking a key word, a phrase, or a passage directly from the source and copying it word for word. If there are mistakes, for example, I deliberately misspelled this word present, that's a mistake, you still copy the word exactly as it is. Then after the word, in parentheses, you put the Latin word sic, S-I-C, which indicates to other people that that was a mistake of the source and not of you. And of course, you'll use quotation marks. The general rules for citing a source: first, you introduce your information, then you give the information, you use proper punctuation, and then you'll give the in-text citation information in parentheses at the end. So let's look at a sample. According to an article in the Los Angeles Times, electronics appear to be the path by which children today develop emotional bonds, their own identities, and an ability to communicate and work with others. Notice here, we started off by saying, according to an article in the LA Times, okay? So we named the source. We know that it is an article in the Los Angeles Times. And we used a key phrase like according to. You could also use as reported by or as stated in, something to that effect. Also, notice that at the end, after your quotation mark, you're going to have parentheses and then insert the author's last name, comma, and then the year of the publication. Here's some more information about this quotation. So, after your signal phrase, where you have according to and you name the source, you're going to put a comma before the quotation starts. And then at the end, you end the quotation mark here, you put the parentheses here, and at the very, very end, you put your period here. I don't want to see any periods here. Nothing goes here. You save it till the very, very end after the last parentheses. Okay, so here's our final in-text quotation. We have our signal phrase, we have the source, we have the quotation copied directly from the source, we have the author's last name, we have the date, we have the ending period. Now, after this, we have some unfinished business. We still have to explain the quote and finally connect the quote to your subtopic in that paragraph of the essay. And so here's the finished citation then. We have the quotation in black, we have an explanation in red, and finally we have the connection to the topic. Thank you.